Okay, so these are two of the items that Cooper will be eating, and there's boiled chicken, and boiled chicken is acceptable for all of them to have, but we want to make sure we save it for Cooper. So, but if they get some of that, it's not a big deal. With this fresh pet little pebbles, we call them. Those are for Cooper, and if the other dogs get into it, they tend to get diarrhea, especially Ginger, and well, they all tend to, but Ginger is the worst. So try to make sure that they don't get this. Bear, he'll grab a couple of these here and there. It doesn't impact him as much, but Ginger is the worst. Marco can be impacted, and Bear is the least likely. So these are the two of the items that Cooper will have. Then we go to the freezer and find these pancakes, and those are frozen pancakes, and we take one out and microwave it for 45 seconds and then let it cool, and we'll show you how that works. Hello boys, all the boys. And we see pancake on a plate, frozen pancake on a plate. Going in. And the way I do it is I just hit microwave express 2 times. It goes to 1 minute, and I just dial it back with the dial for roughly 45 seconds. And then when it's done, we pull it out. And this is one that's already been completed and is sitting here. As you can hear in the background, the other one is still microwaving. But keep it in a little plastic bag. And we use this as a last resort in feeding him, because we want him to eat the other stuff that's more nutritious until he doesn't eat that anymore. And then if we take him to this, which is like his dessert. Okay, so the pebbles. Oh, so he's not in the mood for the pebbles. And there's little pieces of like carrot and other things that I go ahead and let the other dogs have. Just the pebbles that I don't, because that's the meat part. It's like a sausage or something. So he's not into that. And so take chicken, and break it up into bite-sized pieces, and we'll see if he's normally he'll take that. But I think that he's probably smelled the pancake being cooked. He's probably waiting for that. So breaking this up, like I mentioned, with breaking up other things, and there we go. He's a pancake guy. I made the pancake, he might be still eating the other stuff, which he's already been eating the pebbles, and he had some chicken. And so usually, like, I start with the boiled chicken first. There's this pill for this morning. That's good. Oh, that's not right. So Bear just got a heart pill. Great. Yeah, you have to watch, because even if he takes it in the mouth, something in his mouth, he can eject it. And so try to be careful with it. And pancake is another one of those things. It's not as harsh as the pebbles, if they get it, but anyway, yeah, he's letting stuff fall out of his mouth, so I'm not gonna try anymore. But anyway, that's kind of the idea behind Cooper and eating both in the morning and in the evening. And during the day, he's gonna, like around noon or so, he'll probably want snacks, because like right now he's acting like he's not really eating anymore, but he didn't have a lot, so he'll probably want more. like midday after a nap. And sometimes in the morning he's not ready to wake up and eat then, so you just kind of have to wait and see. And of course the other dogs are always interested in making sure that he's getting fed because they want to take scraps. So there you have it. Right, Jane? Right, kids? Nice, nice. Now Cooper will, we've raised the water dishes for Cooper so that it's easier for him to get to, and he will drink. Sometimes he's not real accurate, he misses it, and sometimes it's just tough for him. So we will sometimes help out by picking it up and letting him lap. Makes it a little bit easier for him. And also, if he tends to veer off to the side, then we can kind of accommodate a little bit. But yes, you're being filmed, sir. You have your camera face on? Good boy. Okay, and as a reminder about meds, in the mornings there's only 2 meds that are needing to be given, and those will be Cooper's heart med, and they're in little baggies. And then I put Ginger a little baggie, but there will be no pill in there because Ginger will be getting the bottle of Atopica. So, but I go ahead and I just leave them in there, and then once I'm done, I go ahead and put them back in once they're empty, because then we'll reuse them the next week, because I go ahead and I use this anyway for us in giving pills because of the complexity of what happens. It just makes it easier at night for us to give pills as opposed to me having to break them up and get them all separated out so anyway. So just keep the baggies, put them in like they're empty after they're used, and that way I can use them the next week. Okay, so as you will see, we only have 3 bowls, given that Cooper is not eating from bowls anymore. And if you did, we've used that bowl, which is an elevated bowl, but that doesn't happen very often, right, Bear? So you guys just steal this food. So if you do that, or try that, then obviously it's going to be a situation of being on guard, but it doesn't always work, so it's not always worth it. So three bowls, and of course then we have a mixture of 2 different kibbles in there. One's more specialized, more medically, and the other is just a senior formula. And then this is the other thing that Cooper will give to Cooper when we try. It's these, freeze-dried patties. Ooh, oops. So let me see if we can get him to have a bite of one of these. Oh, he missed part of it. And this, again, this is another one that will, it's in Bear's hair. Bear's wearing one. So he's wanting this, but he's not getting it. But I'm holding it in his mouth. These, as I was saying, these, the kids can have it. It's not as like the pebbles, but it can cause diarrhea if they have very much of it. And Ginger came to us eating that, so I know she's eaten it in the past, but again, it's a change in diet, so it can cause her some diarrhea. But it's one of those things where if they get some, then it's not a big deal, and if they wear it in their hair, that's another story. Okay, so, all right, Koopy, why don't you eat some pebbles? What about you, Bubby? Bubby says, I'll take Pebbles. Gingy says, I'll take Pebbles. Right? You're the star of the show today, Mr. Cooper. Ginger makes noises like that when she's trying to find food. And if Justin watches this, he'll know, well, you too, Tiffany. She sounds like R2-D2 when she does it. Okay.